Can you beat Borderlands 2 while only using grenades? Episode number 4. And starting off from last time when I have just beaten Wilhelm and gotten the Rolling Thunder grenade mod, I now have to turn in the main mission and start Rising Action, where I will be kicked out of Sanctuary. And as I start the mission, I have to take out the old power core and install the Hyperion one. Then what? No way! We got betrayed by Angel, the lady who constantly talks to us and tells us exactly what to do without any knowledge of who or what she is. Who would have seen that one coming? Everyone? Nah. Then, as Sanctuary is getting absolutely bombarded by Hyperion shots, I decide to go to the pokies, or the slot machines, and spend what money I have left on them because I will not be able to get back to Sanctuary for a decent amount of time. But I got absolutely fuck all, and now I have to go and find Roland because he fucked up once again. The useless pile of garbage has been nothing but an obstacle since I first met him. I'm so happy that he eventually dies. But anyway, I grab all of the iridium for Lilith, then I go and give it all to Lilith so we can finally get Sanctuary in the sky. And oh my god, everyone hates me. Mainly just Lilith and Roland, but holy shit, they're annoying. She sends me out of Sanctuary as she's teleporting it away. Nice, good one. No one else, just me. Fuck you. And do you know where I get to go now? Everybody's favourite place, the fridge. So I just run through the entire place without dying, thank god, because being in the fridge for longer than a minute is probably enough to cause me mental distress. So then I make it to the highlands and I go to check if I can fast travel back to Sanctuary. And of course not. Thank you, Lilith, you're so helpful. And now I have to go and get this supply beacon to set up the fast travel point all the way at this annoying little town. And now I have to actually go and get the supply beacon. But wait, there's a constructor. Fuck that shit, I'm running past. And look, there's a supply beacon, I can see it right there. There's absolutely nothing that can stop me from getting the supply beacon now, right? And oh bloody hell, a fucking Thrasher has eaten the thing that I need. Of course it has. And now it's time to answer the age-old question, who wins? A bunch of fire fastballs or a glutinous Thrasher with a shield? And it turns out that fire fastballs win. Thank god that I had more than 5. So then I pick up the beacon and it's time to head to Overlook. And when I get to Overlook and place the beacon, I then realise that I'm going to now have to fight off waves and waves of different loaders just to defend this beacon, and none of this would have been a problem if a certain red-haired piece of shit didn't teleport me out of the city. And at this point I also realised that the Rolling Thunder is utter garbage, and I would be very confident in saying that this is by far the worst legendary grenade mod in the game. Then as I run out of money and have no grenades left, so I cannot attack any more of these damn loaders, I realise that I never had to actually fight these guys in the first place. I could have just sat behind the place, constantly repairing the beacon, and I would have been fine. Because after over 10 minutes of constantly getting attacked by these damn loaders and fighting them off, and waiting for this damn beacon to let me fast travel to Sanctuary, it finally works, and I'm finally back in Sanctuary. And as I get back to Sanctuary, I realise that I really want to get to level 21 by the end of this video. So I'm going to go do a couple of side quests. And the Good, the Bad and the Mordecai gives me an XP relic. So I'm definitely going to go do that one first. And then I'll be going to do the Safe and Sound quest, because I really need a good shield. Then I eventually make it all the way to the fight with Mobley and Gettle. And these guys go down in 1 hit each, and I'm loving it. The fastball is still carrying at level 18. And after I finish the mission and grab the relic, I head to the best area in the entire game, the Caustic Caverns. Because my boy Blue needs to die so I can get mission rewards, XP, and farm him for the shield. And it only takes 5 explosive fastballs to kill him. So it will be a pretty easy and quick farm. And it should take me way less time to get this shield than most other times. Just kidding, because nearly 40 minutes later is when he drops the legendary, but of course he drops it in the scariest way possible. Whoa. You motherfucker! Catch it, catch it, catch it, catch it. Did I catch it? Did I catch it? Did I catch it? Oh. Please! Yes! And there we have it, our first legendary shield that we desperately needed, as the other one was 8 levels too low and entirely too weak. But before heading to the Wildlife Exploitation Preserve to farm the loot midgets and kill Bloodwing, I have 12 grand sitting here, so it's time to hit the pokies and hopefully get lucky. And after spending all 12k, I go from 29 iridium to 49. So I would say that's pretty damn good. And as I arrive to the Wildlife Exploitation Preserve, I realised that I might be absolutely fucked, because just after talking to Mordecai, I now have to get through these doors, and I cannot get through these doors without injuring 3 random loaders. And as you might think, fastballs ain't gonna injure him, it's just gonna kill him. So I decided to go with my brilliant idea of just whipping out the old level 4 bonus packages and seeing how that does. And they were perfect. Each one got them down to about 1/4 health. And if not, I'll just throw a little bit to the side so it wouldn't do as much damage, and it was perfect. This was something that I was ready to sit there for hours to do, I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty scared. And because I really wanted to farm the loot midgets for a decent grenade mod, I decided to do the good old natural selection annex farming spot, and I head to the area just before the midgets, and it's time to see how I can do against all of these loaders and stalkers at the same time. And it turns out that it's not that bad, because as long as I conserve my ammo, not use it on stupid crap, and don't miss, all I have to do is search around all of the stalker piles. There's 2 ammo chests, and I need at least 4 to kill the final super badass loader, and 2 to kill the badass stalker. So after figuring all of that out, I've finally got a system so I can start farming these damn loot midgets. And as I was starting to get scared about how much damage my grenades would do to these very strong loot midgets, I kill the first one in one throw, and he drops a $13,000 legendary pyrophobia. And I know it hurts, but I will be selling every single legendary gun that I get from these loot midgets, because, well, they're lots of money and I'm never going to use them. And I desperately need iridium from these damn slots. Then on the same run with the 4th loot midget, I get another legendary weapon. Sadly it wasn't a grenade mod, but it was a Logan's gun. So, terrible, but it costs a lot of money, so I'll take it. Then luckily on the very next run, I get this. Oh! What is it? Oh, it's a grenade mod, it's a grenade mod. What is it? What is it? What is it? Please don't be terrible. No! Ah. I then sat there for the next 5 minutes crying the entire time, and it was time to continue with the legendary loot midget farming. Then 20 minutes later, after not getting a single other legendary from the loot midgets, but I did actually get the deliverance from Tumba, then I hit level 21 and it's time to go and fight Bloodwing, because I want to go back to Sanctuary and give myself the double grenade throw. And I was expecting Bloodwing to be pretty difficult, seeing as the last boss I versed, who was Wilhelm, took 5 fastball shots to kill. So seeing as Bloodwing was 3 levels higher and had like 4 stages, each healing Bloodwing each time he changes, I was expecting this to take about 10 to 12 grenade throws to kill. But then I hit him with my first grenade and I was immediately proven wrong. Because with my level 11 fastball, 10 levels lower than Bloodwing, I still do a third of the damage. That's insane. Then after putting on my new Fabled Tortoise Shield much earlier on, I tanked this whole fight and I finally kill Bloodwing. Then I watch the balloon go pop, and it's time to head back to Sanctuary. And as I make it back to Sanctuary, the very first thing I do is respec my skill tree. And now I finally have the almighty double your fun skill. And of course what that does is let you throw 2 grenades at the price of 1, which is basically doubling my damage as long as I hit them both. And while in the Wildlife Exploitation Preserve, I did hit 50 iridium, so I got my 9th grenade. Then I head back to the pokies and spend all $30,000 that I have. And for the next 15 minutes straight, I'm constantly at the pokies, and I go from 0 iridium all the way up to 50. And because I didn't get a single good legendary grenade mod, so that basically just means anything but the Rolling Thunder from these damn loot midgets, I then come back to the Wildlife Exploitation Preserve and continue to farm against them, because I will desperately need something from these loot midgets to fight the very soon up and coming constructors. So before ending this episode, I decided to go for one more farm against these damn loot midgets, and I got absolutely nothing. So that will be the end of the video, and next time I'll continue the farm against the damn loot midgets, and I will get that legendary grenade mod, and hopefully I should get all the way to the bunker by the end of next video. Let's just keep our fingers crossed. But thanks for watching, and leave any tips or ideas in the comments below.